Brisket, you're so kind to me. I don't want your silly brisket.
Hey, it's me, Donnie Cannavale. It's one of my favorite holiday voices. I wanted to put it on to be ever so inclusional because today, just like I was inspired by Neil Gaiman's reading of A Christmas Carol, I will be reading an NPR production in, the All Fair Broadcast, Fair Use, and no misabuse, or no Mr. or Mrs. Santa Claus, or Hanukkah Harry, or what about Kwanzaa Carl? I ain't seen him in a while. Kwanzaa Carl, can you smile? Oh, you've been hanging out with Lyle Crocodile. I know. Today, we're going to be discussing a little bit of brisketsOverBroadway with the NPR and featuring the topic of the brisket. The brisket from today's broadcast. We're talking about hey now. Okay. Let there be light. All Things for Cooking is a series featuring family recipes from you, our readers and listeners, and the special stories behind them, including me, John Mulaney. And hey, what's in the oven? Is it a mun? We'll continue to share more of your kitchen gems throughout the holidays. Each and every one of them, because we're NPR. Just like me, always inclusional all the time. Now, on the topic of brisket, when Marissa Dates first tried to make her grandmother's briskets, things did not go exactly as planned. It was her senior year of college in Michigan, and Dates was living with 6 of her good friends. They were all spending Rosh Hashanah away from home for the first time. So they took a pregnant pause for a deep breath, just like Funny Girl, so they could extend the note for many, many different measures. So they decided to celebrate the Jewish New Year together. The plan was for everyone to make one thing for the big meal, and then the group would come together to make brisket, the main dish and staple of many Jewish holidays. Now, when I read this article, I said to myself, brisket, what would that taste like in my mouth? And I didn't even need to think about it because, you see, I'm calling this a food memory, and food memories come right there. No matter what kind of food you've got this kind of food, that kind of, it's right in your mouth. Oh, here it is. Before it's in your mouth, it's a memory. You see? Food memories. Let's study them. Obviously, all of our grandmothers have a brisket recipe, no matter where we're from. Even, yes, that part of the world. But really, they aren't all that different, Dates said. All seven housemates reached out to the grandmothers for their recipes. And now, here's Donald Barrymore to tell us more. We were going to pick the one that we thought was the best, but they were all so similar, so we were like, okay, we'll just combine them, she said. Which turned out to be a great sin, you see, because it was all about, yes, everyone had their own version of brisket, but it was their version of the brisket. And now to tell us more, Mr. Barrymore. The brisket turned out great, but then the grandmothers wanted to see pictures of the final product. Could it dance on a sugar plum like a fairy? Of course, we sent them all the pictures, and they're all like, that's not my brisket. I don't know what you did, but that's not my brisket. It just looks wrong. Dates recalled, laughing. We were like, oh God, we managed to offend literally 7 Jewish grandmothers in one text message. Dates now lives in Hermosa Beach, California with her husband. Food continues to bond her relatives who don't live nearby. She said making brisket helped her stay connected to family in Chicago when the pandemic began and she wasn't able to make the trek home for the holidays. Please come home to Chicago. You're welcome anytime and visit me. And my friend Donald Barrymore and Nucky Thompson and Bucky Thompson, all of them. Whenever I'm feeling really homesick, it's easy to run out and buy a brisket. You stick it in the oven for 6 hours, and you have something that reminds you so much of home, they said. Brisket also reminds Dates of her connection with the larger Jewish community, it says. It's kind of funny. I feel like an onion roll on a plate of bagels. Always on the forefront of my mind of that continuation of the Jewish tradition and how it was interrupted and almost lost, she said, pointing her finger as such. And for me, that's so much of what Jewish cooking is like. Let me share a Jewish word with you. Matumer, it means you don't say. Is that what it's like? It's like they're making briskets among the shuttles of Poland. No. Probably not. But does it connect me to my Judaism? Yes, absolutely. These days, when Dates makes her grandmother's brisket, she doesn't try and combine it with any other recipe. Instead, she'll shoot her grandma a text to let her know that she's making it. Her grandma does the same, and then watches Paramount Plus for her thirst trap quench quotient. And did you see Tom Cruise? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? She still cooks for all the Jewish holidays and hosts these gigantic dinners still, and that's what I aspire to be like, Date said. So much of what I've learned, especially in the kitchen, is but what she learned from her mom, and that, again, is a continuation of American Judaism in a way that's really special. For more information, please visit the website at npr.org, searching for the search page of All Things We're Cooking, the one where friends offended 7 Jewish grandmothers with their brisket, and I've offended certain others with this accent. For more information, please tune in to your local station, preparing your local brisket as such. Peace and love.
Now we're talking about some brisket.
You think that people would have had enough of Sunday brisket? Your mother made it, my mother made it, my mother made it. I don't know. Now did you really want to eat some other brisket instead of Mom's? I really hope not, because that's not how it goes. Eat Mom's love. She loves you so, so much. Eat Mom's love. Like reptilians. Eat your children too now. Just like the tigers do now. Oh, that's okay, you don't have to. Just eat that brisket. Just eat that brisket from Mom. Yum, yum, they said. Let's feed it to our children. They'll turn out like dragons just like us. Breathe fire like us. So, what's wrong with that? It's what dragons do. Like my father did. Well, if you see me crying, it's just the smoke that can't escape from my nostrils. Cause where's my brisket? Taste the brisket. Yum, yum, where's my brisket cake? Oh. Uh-huh. Did you want to eat my brisket? Or did you want to eat some crumbs? How about some little bit of dog food? No? That's not the way it goes. That's not the way it goes. This is the full video. I said, just like a rural person would, eat their mother's briskets. Delicious. Just like that. Have you had your protein today? It's on the way. How about a nice raptor salad for you now? 5. No mail for you. This is the reptilian stare phase, where we hypnotize you into giving us your food supply. You got food for us, you got some food for us, you got that tasty brisket for us, you got that hobgoblin, any kind of food. It's good at Kwanzaa. It's so good. How about Hanukkah too? We love to eat that brisket, like Polish people at Christmas. How about Greek Orthodox? Here we go. Eat the ox. Don't forget the lamb. Brisket in your mouth. Well, you can eat some plants if you want to. That's right. This has been your brisket song for all holidays. And if you don't like brisket, you can eat whatever you like. Peanuts, nuts, trees, well, nothing with eyes. That's for us. Yum. Sometimes we perceive you as brisket, don't you understand? So therefore, make your food choices wisely. We are. Can't explain what my mother's brisket means to me. It's a West End remix. Give my regards to Broad Street. We're shooting like Top Gun on you, and we'll cruise to your mother's brisket too. Here, honey. And there was the princess looking for her briskets. Where is my brisket? I shan't be denied. Why do you tease me, father?